In the Ottoman city of Salonika, a Jewish community known as the Dönmeh emerged. Although they outwardly converted to Islam, they secretly preserved elements of their Jewish faith. Despite their small numbers and secretive nature, they exerted considerable influence in the late Ottoman Empire. Their active participation in the Young Turk movement, where they not only spread modernist ideas through education and journalism, but also engaged in revolutionary politics, positioned them as a pivotal force in shaping the socio-political and cultural transformation of the late Ottoman period. In 1492, Spain's Catholic monarchs, Ferdinand and Isabella, ended 8 centuries of Muslim rule by conquering Granada. With their victory, the Golden Age of Andalusia, where Jews thrived under Muslim protection, came to an end. The new Christian regime issued the Alhambra Decree, forcing Jews to either convert to Christianity or leave Spain within 3 months. Bayezid II, the Ottoman Sultan, offered refuge to the fleeing Jews, allowing them to settle in cities like Istanbul, Salonika, and Izmir within the Ottoman Empire. Under the empire's millet system, which allowed religious minorities to maintain their traditions, these newcomers preserved their cultural heritage while becoming integral to Ottoman society. The influence of Ottoman Jews extended to the highest echelons of power. Joseph Nasi, a Portuguese-born Jew, became a trusted advisor to Sultan Selim II, shaping Ottoman foreign policy and even influencing the conquest of Cyprus in 1571. Solomon Aben Yaesh served as chief treasurer under Suleiman the Magnificent, exemplifying the heights Jews could reach in Ottoman society. Beyond politics, Jewish merchants established vast trade networks, introducing innovative financial instruments like letters of credit and bills of exchange. These economic ties bridged East and West, filling the empire's coffers and cementing its position as a global power. In the 17th century, a charismatic rabbi from Izmir, Sabbatai Zevi, declared himself the Messiah, sparking widespread hope among Jews for a return to their ancestral homeland. However, Sabati brought before the Sultan and given a choice between death and conversion to Islam. He chose to convert to Islam. On September 16, 1666, he donned the turban, accepted the name Aziz Mehmed Effendi, and entered the Sultan's service. This conversion left his followers in disarray. While many returned to traditional Judaism, a core group rationalized his conversion as a necessary act of divine mystery. These followers, known as the Dönmeh, followed their leader into Islam, outwardly presented themselves as devout Muslims while secretly continuing Sabbatean practices. In Salonika, the Dönmeh thrived due to their dual identity, which offered advantages in trade and diplomacy. As Muslims, they navigated Ottoman society with ease, while their secret Jewish connections strengthened ties with networks across Europe. They quickly rose to prominence in commerce and finance, becoming key financiers who provided loans to merchants and even the Ottoman state. The Dönmeh developed a distinctive intellectual atmosphere in their schools. They incorporated Jewish mystical traditions with Islamic teachings and Western philosophical ideas. Concepts such as secularism, individualism, and modernism were core to their educational institutions and later contributed to the development of the Young Turk ideology. In the 19th century, the once mighty Ottoman Empire, often referred to as the sick man of Europe, struggled to maintain its stability amidst economic decline and rising nationalist movements among its diverse populations. Sultan Abdul Hamid II, recognizing the empire's vulnerabilities, sought to address these challenges through centralization and modernization efforts, including strengthening the military and infrastructure, as well as using diplomacy to counter European interference. However, his approach led to growing opposition from the Young Turks movement. The Young Turks came from all corners of the empire: Turks, Albanians, Circassians, Armenians, and members of the Dönmeh community in Salonika, united by a common vision of a more modern, constitutional, and secular Ottoman state. The movement offered a path out of the millet system and into a new Ottoman identity based on citizenship rather than religion. Salonika, with its diverse population and strategic location, became a hotbed of Young Turk activity. The city was home to a large number of intellectuals, military officers, and political activists who were drawn to the Young Turk cause. It was in Salonika that the Committee of Union and Progress, CUP, the central organization of the Young Turk movement, gained significant strength and momentum. Many Dönmeh families provided financial backing to the Young Turks, funding their newspapers, pamphlets, and political campaigns. They also offered their homes and businesses as meeting places for activists and conspirators, helping to create a network against the Sultan's regime. In 1908, the Young Turks succeeded in staging a coup against Sultan Abdülhamid II. The Dönmeh found themselves at the heart of a political whirlwind. Jewish intellectuals like Mehmed Javid Bey, a Dönmeh economist who rose to become the finance minister of the Young Turks, along with Munis Tekin Alp, who advocated for Ottomanism as a new national identity, and Emanuel Karasu, helped shape Ottoman diplomatic relations by acting as liaisons between the Ottoman government and European powers. World War I served as the final blow to the Ottoman Empire. In 1923, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk led the Turkish national movement, a new group distinct from CUP, and founded the Republic of Turkey. Under Atatürk's reforms, a new era of secularism emerged where religion was pushed out of the public sphere, and the millet system was abolished and replaced by Turkish nationalism. The new government implemented a strong push for the assimilation of non-Turkish ethnic and religious groups into a unified Turkish identity. The establishment of Israel in 1948 led to a significant wave of Jewish emigration from Turkey. By the mid-20th century, many Dönmeh families had fully embraced Turkish nationalism and secularism wholeheartedly, shedding the last vestiges of their distinct religious practices.